Midlife isn't a crisis. It's a soul's alarm clock, a call rising from within, a push toward wholeness. Confusion clouds many minds. Some feel lost, filled with regret. They feel disconnected inside. Life's pressure feels too much. Purpose begins to fade away. But this isn't punishment. It's a signal for growth. It's time to reset life. Midlife brings confrontation. It faces the unlived self. The psyche asks for space. The unconscious knocks hard. Parts of you feel abandoned. Desires stay locked inside. Passions stay long ignored. Dreams fade in silence. The soul begins its journey. A void forms within. Something vital feels missing. You feel deeply unsatisfied. Nothing brings you meaning. This is Jung's deep chaos, the storm before new form. Integration needs disorder. Your soul must reassemble. It's painful, but it's needed. It's the path to becoming. You must face the truth. Crisis can strike sudden. External signs may show. You feel restless and stuck. Sudden urges arise inside. Old habits break apart. But surface signs are shallow. The real shift is inside. It's not about your job. It's about your hidden self. The one you forgot long ago. You've denied your truth. The neglected parts ache. Your soul screams to wake. Old roles feel fake now. Masks don't fit anymore. You question everything. What am I doing here? Do I like this life? Who am I really? This is the real start. You find you lived for others, chased others' expectations. You silenced your longing. Now the truth appears. You finally must ask, who do I want to be? What do I really desire? Midlife comes with pain, anger, sadness, regret. But those feelings awaken. They signal your shift. They are not failure signs. They're signs of awareness. Your soul demands more. The pain becomes fuel. Pretending no longer works. The old ways feel hollow. Your voice wants freedom. Your truth wants space. Jung called this essential. The self demands healing. The unlived self returns. You're now asked to integrate. It's hard work, but healing. You start feeling whole again. You start feeling real again. You begin to rebuild slowly. In life's first chapter, we follow outer rules. We seek family praise. We chase career goals. We shape into should. We mute what feels odd. We hide what won't fit. But midlife ends the play. Your role falls apart. The mask begins to crack. Your true self emerges. Your soul calls loudly. It demands your return. You must stop the hiding. Stop living for others' plans. This pain starts the shift, a shift toward wholeness, toward real selfhood. Midlife is not retreat. It's a charge forward. Time to face the dark. Face the unknown path. Step into the wild space. You must face what's buried, the messy and the raw, even the scary parts. They hold hidden keys. They're puzzle pieces you long left behind. This is reckoning time. Reevaluate your whole story. Release the old beliefs. Let go of old dreams. Say goodbye to old masks. Ask yourself honestly, what do I now want? What is my soul craving? What have I long ignored? Answers take time. They bloom slowly, but the journey is sacred. This journey is your gift. The journey leads to truth and leads you back home. You must let go. Let go of the past. Release false identities. Drop outdated labels. Shed the skin of yesterday. Step into rebirth. This will feel scary. It might feel uncertain, but it's the only path. It's the path of being alive. To live fully, not safely. To feel depth again. Jung called it individuation. It's the call to integrate. To meet your dark sides. Face what you've denied. These parts are not evil. They are misunderstood. They carry your wisdom. They carry real power. They wait to be welcomed. They wait for love. Only when seen you heal. Only when whole you rise. Crisis is not the end. It's your soul's true birth. A start of new life. You begin to feel again. You reconnect with your truth. You grieve old selves. You mourn lost years. But grief becomes your freedom. Pain becomes transformation. You realize a truth. You are not your roles. You are not your job. You are not your success. You are a soul, a one-of-a-kind being, and this is your path, the path of becoming whole. You may notice changes inside. Your values begin to shift. Priorities feel out of place. Things lose old meaning. You grow restless often. You crave something deeper. You long for what's real, not what looks good outside. Old routines now bore you. Familiar paths feel hollow. Your truth starts rising. The soul wants your attention. The body even joins in. You may feel drained. You may feel anxious. You may feel empty inside. These are signs of awakening, not signs of failure. Midlife is messy by nature. It must be messy to work. It strips you bare. It shows what's been false, what never truly fit. It's here to shake you awake and guide you home again. You may feel pulled apart, torn between duty and desire, between comfort and truth, between fear and growth. But this tension is needed. This stretch is transformation. It's how wholeness forms. You start dropping the act. You stop faking your smile. You stop pleasing others. You stop hiding pain. You begin speaking truth, even when it's messy. You start saying no, even when it shakes things. You feel guilt at first, but guilt fades with clarity. You start feeling lighter. You start feeling real. Midlife asks for courage. It asks you to go inward, to meet the shadow, the repressed, the feared, the denied parts of you. They return for reunion. They don't come to punish. They come to heal you. This is integration work. This is Jung's middle path. Neither denial nor indulgence, but deep conscious facing. You begin to make space. You listen without running. You feel without numbing. You ask deeper questions. You pause before reacting. You examine your patterns and question your roles. You see how much was masked, how much was performance, how long you played a role, how long you betrayed yourself. Now that's over. You want what's honest. You want what's meaningful. You want what's true, even if it's small, even if it's slow, even if no one claps. Because now you see, life was never about applause. It's about inner peace, about authentic presence, about a soul-centered life. You learn to simplify, to stop chasing approval, to stop proving your worth, to stop rushing your healing. You start choosing stillness, choosing depth over speed, truth over perfection, peace over achievement. You start to honor your needs. You take time to rest, time to breathe and reflect, time to feel what's real. You make space for being, not just doing all the time. This new rhythm feels odd, but it feels honest. You feel closer to life, even while feeling undone. You stop needing control. You trust the process more. You release what's not aligned. You no longer cling to outdated dreams, to someone else's version. You begin to let go of guilt for wanting more, of shame for wanting change. You stop apologizing for needing space, for changing your mind, for outgrowing the old. You embrace your changes. You accept your shifts. You allow the new, even when it's unclear, even when it's unstable, even when it means loss, because that loss brings truth. It brings clarity. It makes space for meaning. Midlife invites inner trust. Trust in your timing. Trust in your voice. Trust in your becoming. You reconnect with joy, not from things but within. You feel joy in slowness, in presence and stillness. You find wonder again. You laugh more softly. You speak more kindly. You listen more deeply. You connect more genuinely. You no longer fake interest. You no longer fake connection. You seek what nourishes. You crave what feels right. You let go of obligation. You stop forcing yourself. You learn healthy detachment, letting go of guilt, letting go of resentment, letting go of proving. Midlife teaches release. It teaches surrender, not giving up, but giving in, into truth, into depth, into a soul-guided life, not a performance life, but an authentic one, with cracks and courage, with mess and meaning. This is sacred work. It's not quick or clean, but it's real and lasting. It builds inner peace. It brings you home to self. And finally, you begin, not to live for the world, but to live with yourself, with wholeness, with fire, with softness and strength. You return to who you are, not who you thought you were, not who they needed you to be, but who you've always been, before you forgot, before you molded, before you broke. This is the return. This is the remembering. This is the midlife awakening. The soul's voice finally heard, and your own heartbeat again. The real you is waiting, beneath all those layers, the layers of duty, the layers of survival, the layers of approval. You start peeling them back. One by one they fall, and what remains is raw, but it's beautiful and true. The soul needs nothing extra, only your full attention. It longs to be heard, to be trusted again, not silenced or ignored. Midlife strips the illusions. It humbles the ego. It quiets the noise. It returns you to essence, to the soft, strong self. It's where depth begins, where shallowness ends. You no longer chase more. You now seek real. You embrace emptiness as a sacred pause, not a failing, not a loss, but the space for new roots, the silence before blooming, the stillness before movement. You begin to rebuild, not as before, not from the outside, but from the inner place, from truth, not roles, from love, not fear, from soul, not survival. This is a new foundation, not built on proving, not built on status, but on knowing yourself, loving who you are, trusting your own timing. This life becomes yours, not theirs, not society's, but truly deeply yours. It won't be perfect, but it will be true. That is enough now. Wholeness is the goal, not success, not fame, not validation or image. Wholeness is peace inside, peace from integration, from knowing your parts and letting them belong, even the broken ones, even the ashamed ones, even the forgotten ones. They are welcome here. They are pieces of your whole. You no longer exile yourself. You gather your fragments. You hold them with love. You walk with your shadow. You listen without fear. You speak without shame. You cry without guilt. You laugh without holding back. You rest without apology. You rise without hesitation. This is the new self, the real self, the one who lived quietly, the one who waited within. Now she leads. Now he speaks. Now they breathe, fully, deeply, freely. Midlife is not destruction. It is sacred reconstruction. It is the rebirth of soul, the realignment of being, not the end of your story, but the rewriting of it, with your own words, with your own hands, with your full heart, no longer half-lived, no longer half-felt. This is your middle path, the path of becoming whole, the path of soft rebellion, the way back to yourself. You won't go back to before. You won't need to, because what's coming is more honest than ever, more you than ever. It holds your wisdom, and your courage, and your grace. You now walk awake. You now walk aware, not for approval, but for truth, for joy, for peace, for love, from the inside out. This is your time. This is your turning. This is your return. Welcome it all. The loss, the shift, the grief, the clarity, the fear, the freedom, the quiet, the chaos. It all belongs. It is all sacred. It is all necessary. Midlife is your becoming. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. You are not lost. You are arriving. You are not ending. You are finally beginning. The first step is to see the shadow. It's the unconscious part of us, the side we often reject, the part we fear and deny. Yet the shadow is always there. It shapes thoughts and actions. It shapes our self-image. It affects how we relate. It's not just dark traits. It holds hidden potential. It is your unlived self, the part that never grew, the parts long ignored. They're asking for attention. First, stop denying them. Stop pushing them away. Stop pretending they're gone. The more you repress, the stronger it gets. The shadow never disappears. It hides deep inside. It waits for the right time. Midlife crisis is that time. The shadow rises suddenly. The unlived self demands light. The soul longs to feel whole. Pain is a sign from within. Says you're ready now. Time to meet the shadow. It's not all dark or bad. It holds your lost power, your hidden creativity, your ignored desires, dreams you buried long ago. The unlived self holds strength, but you must face it. Midlife calls for a reckoning, to reclaim what was lost, to name the parts you fear, to accept what you've denied. Why do we fear ourselves? Fear starts in childhood, in cultural expectations, in roles we're forced to play. We hide what doesn't fit. We deny what's not accepted. We fear being weak. We fear being imperfect. But the shadow's not evil. It's misunderstood and wise. It holds the key to power. It unlocks your whole self. Repression gives it control. It runs you from within. We begin to project it, see it in those around us. The traits we dislike in others are traits we deny in ourselves. This creates conflict and blame. It brings tension and fights. We judge and criticize. We project unresolved wounds. But what if we stopped? What if we said, "This is me"? What if we embraced all of us? Owned our flaws and needs? Reclaimed what we once hid? That's the shadow's invitation. Midlife is the chance to reclaim your full self, to stop running from truth, to stop hiding who you are, to drop the perfect mask, to stop pretending you're fine. Nothing feels okay until shadow is seen, until pain is faced. Only then comes healing. Only then comes life. So how do we integrate it? Step 1, be aware. See what you've been hiding. Notice your repressed feelings. Feel the pain you avoid. Step 2, stop judging. Don't shame or label it. Don't call it wrong or bad. The shadow is not your enemy. It's a part of you. It needs love, not fear. Step 3, express it. Let the feelings rise. Speak what you've silenced. Act with authenticity. Not recklessness but truth. Express in healthy ways. Step 4, integration. Let it be part of your life. Drop the fear of rejection. Stop molding yourself for others. Live your true life. Align with your soul. Shadow work takes time. It's a lifelong journey. It needs patience and grace. But each small step counts. You'll feel more complete. You'll feel inner peace. Midlife is the best time to begin the real work, to meet your shadow, to live your true self. The crisis is not the end. It's your soul's new start. It's the way to become whole. The shadow isn't a threat. It's a source of truth. Don't repress it, express it. Integration sets you free, makes you whole, and lets you live real. This is the midlife call, to become all of you, to own your unlived life, to embrace your shadow. Midlife crisis is not just crisis. It's a deeper soul calling, a call to wake up now, a call to reclaim wholeness, to live fully and truly. Midlife confronts your truth. Were you really? Who have you been till now? Feels like collapse, like life's falling apart. But maybe it's rebirth, a path to deeper meaning. Jung saw it as sacred. The soul demands wholeness. The suppressed self cries out. It insists on being seen. You must face what you hid. This is individuation, a journey to become whole. The unconscious speaks up. Hidden truths emerge. Don't fear this moment. Welcome the confrontation. Midlife opens a gateway to clarity and depth. Time to drop the masks. Let your truth come through. Old illusions start to fade. Roles no longer fit. You begin to question life. Is this truly me? Is this my real path? Do I still want this life? Crisis makes you ask, what do I really want? What are my dreams? What passion have I buried? We once gave it all up, for duty and approval. We did what was expected. But now the soul protests. This is not about aging. It's not just fear of death. It's inner truth rising. It's a call to self-honesty. This truth feels like loss, like a sadness inside. Things feel joyless. Work feels meaningless. Relationships feel empty. The self feels lost. But don't turn away. Turn toward discomfort. Sit with the pain. Listen to your soul. This is your invitation to remember your passion, to revive your dreams, to honor your creativity, to return to authenticity. So how do we answer? First, stop running away. Don't chase validation. Stop living for others. Be honest with yourself. Name what you ignored. Give your dreams permission. Let go of perfection. Regret will show up. You'll mourn lost time. You'll feel mistakes deeply. But regret is not failure. It's part of healing. You can't change the past, but you can shift forward. Drop who you should be. Embrace who you are. Next, take real action. Reflection isn't enough. Start living your truth. Take steps each day. Even small ones matter. Make hard changes if needed. Change jobs or homes. End what drains you. Make space for passion. This is your time. Midlife is your breakaway. It's freedom from patterns. Embrace the unknown. Walk into the mystery. Let go of certainty. Next, use what you've learned. Don't discard the past. Keep the wisdom it gave. The pain taught you something. The joy shaped you. You carry those lessons. Merge past and present. Let it guide the future. Let it shape new meaning. Finally, follow your soul. Align life with truth. Listen to that whisper. Honor your desires. This is your real path. This is individuation. Be who you truly are. Crisis is not the enemy. It's sacred and rare. It's here for your growth. It offers you rebirth. Claim the unlived self. Meet your shadow. Step into your next life. With depth and purpose. With clarity and courage. This is soul awakening. It's a journey worth taking. Midlife is an invitation, not a curse. It's your soul asking for truth. Breakdowns aren't failures. They're raw material for growth. Jung saw this as key. The unlived self returns. Forgotten dreams resurface. Desires rise for attention. Breakdown makes space. The soul seeks alignment. Midlife joins what's split. Conscious and unconscious unite. At first it feels chaotic. You doubt your entire life. But discomfort births change. You imagine life anew. Authenticity becomes the goal. Perfection and praise fade. True joy comes from within. Happiness isn't approval. It comes from alignment. Action is the key step. Desire alone is not enough. You must move, not just reflect. Courage creates the shift. Change means risk. It also means freedom. Crisis becomes breakthrough. It brings new direction. You find clarity and purpose. The path is self-discovery. Midlife is awakening. Not the end, but beginning. It's a gift in disguise. Time to live honestly. Let this be your new start. Live with intention now. This is your soul's call. Wake up and rise. Chaos leads to wholeness. This journey is yours. Take it fully and freely.